Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. So today's video is going to be a book unhaul. Can't believe I'm actually doing one of these videos. It's been, when I joined BookTube, I really didn't have that many books at all. I'd probably want to say around 20 books, but as you know, when you kind of immerse yourself into the book space, you do end up accumulating a lot of books. So I found that I have accumulated so many books, or you know, some of these books I have read and I don't really like them anymore, or I just feel like I'd like to give them to another home. So just been doing some decluttering over the summer when I had my little break. Just wanted to give away some of these books now. Yeah, I can't believe how big my collection is, and I do need to do another video on my collection, but yeah, I have been on a bit of a book ban actually, so hopefully, so the next time, maybe when I do a haul, after that I probably will do maybe a book collection, I don't know, who knows. But yeah, anyways, hopefully this video will be short and sweet, but yeah, let's get into it. Firstly, I just want to say thank you so much for all the lovely comments on my last video. Yeah, I didn't I didn't realise that I would be missed. I don't know, I just kind of disappeared, but like, yeah, like I said, I didn't mean to disappear. Maybe next time if I do disappear, or if I don't upload for a while, I don't know, I might just say like, oh, I'm just taking a break or whatever. But yeah, anyway, not going to digress, I'm going to crack on. So the first book I will be unhauling is It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. This was one of the books I read when I returned to reading last year. I was just on World of Books, and I obviously wasn't really in the book space at the time. You know, I wasn't really into books like that, so I'd never even heard of Colleen Hoover. I just saw that it was on like a buy 3 get the 4 free deal, so I was like, okay, this seems like a popular book or whatever, so let me pick up a copy and see. So I did read this last year. I mean, it's a great book, 100% a great book to get someone into reading, or yeah, to like encourage more reading, I'd say. I know there's been some problematic things about Colleen Hoover, and definitely some problematic things about this book, and also the movie, the promotion with Blake Lively, and obviously just how they weren't pushing the message about, you know, this is a book about domestic violence and abuse. So that wasn't really the topic at hand when they were promoting the movie, which is a shame really. In terms of the book, I mean, it's okay. It's a bit cringy in some places. I think the movie was probably a bit more cringy in my opinion. But yeah, so I will be unhauling this. My friend is going to be taking this home with her, so yeah, so I'll be giving that to her. The next book I've got is A Delegate Dream Department Store by Maya, I think it's Maya Lee. This was such a disappointment for me. I picked this up at Waterstones. I wanted something interesting, like something like a cozy fantasy. Yeah, like, you know, when I saw this is the Korean #1 bestseller, so many copies have been sold, like millions of copies have been sold. It's a really popular book. I did see Jack Edwards talking about it as well, so I did pick up a copy, and I was really disappointed. I actually DNF'd this book, and I don't even want to even pick it back up again to read it. So yeah, I'm yeah, I don't know, let me know if you guys have read this book, if you agree, and if you think it's, I don't know, if it's worth me reading. I thought it was very slow. There's a lot of magical realism, which to be honest, I don't really get on with. I don't know, it depends, but I didn't really like it. Yeah, it was very slow paced. It was just very boring. It didn't keep me entertained, or it didn't really keep me along. I thought it was a chore to pick it up, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, this is set around, we follow the character Penny, who's got a job at the Dream Department Store, and yeah, basically it's in this world where people and animals go to this department store to purchase dreams. Their dream is kind of centered around what's going on in their lives, and yeah, I won't go into too much in case you want to read it. It's a really good concept, but I just thought it was a bit pants, to be honest, so I will be getting rid of this. The next book I've got, I mean, I don't even know if it's really a book. I've had this for years, and if my sister is watching, I don't think she is, because no one knows I have a YouTube channel apart from my one of my close friends from uni. She hasn't told anyone yet because no one knows. If I do eventually tell my family or friends, whatever, yeah, if my sister is watching, sorry, I am getting rid of this book because I've never actually read it. This is Journey into Mindfulness by Dr. Patricia Collard. Yeah, I think maybe she was trying to tell me something here when she got me this. I'm not really interested in it, so I think this probably will be going to the charity shop, so yeah. Next up is Snowed In by Catherine Walsh. I actually gave this a 5-star. So this is just like a very much Christmas romance book. Yeah, this says it's for fans of Emily Henry, Sophie Kinsella and Abby Jimenez. I would very much agree with that. I haven't read anything from Abby Jimenez. I think I've read something from Sophie Kinsella. But yeah, it's that very much like easy, fun, light read. Very nice romance, bit of smut in there. Yeah, I thought this was really cute, but like, I probably wouldn't read it again. And it's a shame because like, I don't know whether to hold on to something like this because I thought, oh, you know, this is like one of the first kind of arcs that I got. Well, no, I don't think it was an arc. This is like kind of the first bit of PR books that I got. And I was going to hold on to it. But then I thought, well, I don't know. Are you going to read it again? Maybe not. So I'm going to see. Obviously, I'm seeing my friends tomorrow. So I'm going to see. I'm going to bring all these books. I'm going to see if anyone wants it. If not, I'll give it away, I think. So yeah, this is a really, really good book though. Highly do recommend it. I just think I probably won't read it again. So yeah, there's that one. Next, another family member got me this book and I just don't think I'm going to read it. So this is Healing is the New High by Bex King. I don't really like self-help books. I mean, this was given to me right at the start of when I had long COVID. So I don't think, I mean, I guess it was obviously given to me to help, but I mean, I couldn't read at the time, and I don't know. I might keep it, but like I really just don't like self-help books at this moment in my life. I mean, I can't say I don't like all of them, but I'm not in the mood to read self-help books at the moment. Like, I just really like fictional books. Some non-fiction I do like, you know, if I want to educate myself, but these kind of books where it's all I'm not in it really. I might hang on to it, to be honest, because it is like really thoughtful, but I've got to be a bit careful what I say. But yeah, I'm not really I might actually get rid of it. I might unhaul it. Sorry. Next is Taylor Jenkins' Read After I Do. And this was the second book I've read from her after reading Daisy Jones and the Six, which is impeccable. Love that book. So I was very disappointed in reading this, I can't lie. I didn't really like the characters that much. I thought the concept was interesting. You know, they're a couple who fell in love in college. They got married. And then a decade later, their marriage reaches like a really bad like breaking point and they separate from each other. Like, they can't contact each other during that separation period. So I think we mainly follow the Lauren, her perspective. I mean, it was okay, but I think this was kind of before the big hits that Taylor Jenkins Reid has done. Still haven't read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, but I've heard that one is a banger as well. But yeah, I will be giving this away. My friend has asked for this copy, so I'll be happily give this to her and hopefully she enjoys it. Next up is Someone You Trust by Rachel Ryan. Again, this was kindly gifted to me from Little Brown. So again, this was an okay book. This is a thriller about a nanny in West Cork. I think that's an island. She goes to this beautiful remote remote village. She goes to look after a family there, and loads of disturbances happen and blah 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 blah. She has her own problems because she's ran away from her own troubles. Don't want to say too much, but yeah, it was okay. It was fine. Again, this is probably a really good book for somebody who probably doesn't read regularly, and just something to kind of ease themselves into a book. It's not too complicated, kind of keeps you going because the chapters are nice and short and snappy, and it's obviously a mystery thriller type book. It was okay, but I will definitely, I'll be getting rid of this. So next up again is a PR book as well. This was kindly sent to me by Greystone. My Belly by Hilda Ostby. I really was wanting more from this book. Yeah, I really like reading about like body image and, you know, about the male gaze and things like that, and it didn't really have much in there which was new to me, if I'm honest with you. It wasn't really groundbreaking. I mean, it's a pretty good, it's an okay book, but I didn't find it was that interesting in my honest opinion. Yes, I will be giving this away either to my friend or to charity. Next up is Weird F's. I can't say the actual word, but Weird F's by Lynn Tillman. This was featured in my reading vlog and I did not get on with this book at all. I actually wanted my £10 back because I thought it was that bad. This is a book, it follows a young woman that kind of travels through New York and Europe and follows her sexual endeavours, shall we say, across this trip. I thought this was going to be like salacious and juicy, and I thought this was going to be like, you know, just some weird encounters, maybe something to kind of pique my interest. It wasn't really. It was kind of standard. I mean, I think this was set in the 70s. I can't remember, but it was set a while back. Yeah, I just didn't think it was that great. Yeah, what's this person said? Weird F's is brilliant, witty, economical, disturbing, delicious, devastating, devastatingly funny, surprising, revealing, reassuring, elegant, brutal, inevitable, cosmic. Yeah, I don't agree with that at all. Weird F's is better than sex. It's a literary mind F. It blew me away. Nah, absolutely not. This will be either donated or one of my friends can have this. Next up we have is The Co-op by Tara Dewitt, and this was kindly gifted to me as well by Little Brown. This is just your standard romance, your standard, I think, what was the trope in this one? Fake dating, is it? Fake dating, yeah, they get married in order to obtain inheritance, and they fix up a house which they have both been inherited by their grandmothers who were in a relationship with each other. However, they, the two main protagonists in this, Lauren and Deacon, they had a bit of a fling 10 years prior to them meeting up again in the summer. So it was okay. It was an okay book. I probably won't reread it again. Someone else can have an adventure with it and read it. Either one of my friends or in the charity shop. Would I read something else from Tara Dewitt? Maybe, but I don't. Yeah, maybe. It was an all right book. Palette cleanser, all that stuff. I think this is probably geared to like people who are heavily on BookTok potentially. I'm not sure, but it was all right, nothing to shout about. So I think I gave it 3 stars. It was okay, middle of the road. Next up we have is Confessions of a 40-something F-Up by Alexandra Potter. I believe there is a second book of this, which I don't plan on reading. I mean, if I was stranded on an island and that was the only book, though, I probably would read it. This was okay, lots of repetition. This is about a lady called Nell who is, yeah, believe it or not, in her 40s. She does go on about it a lot. And yeah, she is a British woman who's living abroad in America, finds herself single and living in a house share, and she's just lost everything, very down on her luck. She decides to secretly start a podcast, and she begins a friendship with this lovely lady called Cricket. And yeah, you just kind of watch her evolve and see how she takes on this new life, I guess. She didn't, think that she would be a 40-something singleton back living in London again. It was okay. I think this is one of these books. It's a nice book. This would be a nice holiday book, I'd say. Nice beach book. Nothing groundbreaking. Quite funny in places, actually. Chapters are quite short as well. Yeah, it was all right. I don't think I'd read it again, but yeah, it was okay. So I'm sure someone else would enjoy it. Right, next up, I'm not entirely sure if I'm going to actually give this away. This is a maybe. So this is Malma Station by Alex Shulman. I actually really did like this book. And as well, the sentimental, this is a proof. This is one of the very first proofs which I got. So I do think I might want to keep it, I think I might actually keep this book. This was a really good story as well. So you follow about 3 different people. They're all going to the same destination, which is Malma Station. So you've got a married couple in crisis, a single father and his daughter, and a woman looking for answers. This was very family saga, lots of secrets, lots of devastation. Yeah, I thought it was a really, really good book, actually. And I liked how we go on an adventure with the different characters. I don't really want to say too much because I don't want to give it away. So it's quite a good ending. Yeah, so it says Malma Station is at once an enchanting and gut-wrenching novel about family secrets and injustices passed on through generations, and a suspenseful hunt for truth with the power to change everything. Yeah, you know what? I think I might keep this. I'm not going to reread it, but I just feel like I'm so sentimental. I've had a lot of trouble holding on to things, and now I'm trying to do it so much more. So I think I will keep this, just because I was really like so elated when I got an email, like my first email saying, would you like a proof copy of a book? I was like, what, me? Like, seriously? So yeah, I might actually hold on to this. And maybe the same again with this as well. This is Ghost Chili by Nikita Bakshani. This book was okay. It was all right. I thought it could have went on a little bit more. I think in some places it was a bit too expansive, if that's the right word. And I feel like it could have been tightened a little bit. But yeah, this is a story about Muscan. It's based in New York, I think, and she's got a creative job in the big city, but she's having trouble going on dates and getting into relationships. She's a bit awkward. She's kind of just down on her luck. She's in a 3-year situationship as well. And I just quite like stories like that. I like to see how they navigate their problems, and I kind of like self-sabotage characters. Yeah, this was good. Like I didn't really like the friendships in this, I can't lie. I didn't really like her family members either. There's some family saga stuff in here as well. Do I keep this as well? Because this was like one of the first proofs I had as well, and it's all tabbed up. I might keep this, but because I like the cover and everything, but I'm not too sure. I might give this away to a friend, see if they want to enjoy it instead, potentially. I'm not too sure. I might just keep that there for now. So the last book we've got is People Person by Candice Carty-Williams. Yeah, you know, I do really like Queenie. I know Queenie is very love it or hate it. I understand the hate camp of Queenie. I do understand the flaws in that book as well. But I do just really like Queenie, because at the time when I was reading it, I was like, oh, like I haven't really read a book like this. So, and I love the show as well on Channel 4. But yeah, this, however, was not good. This was not good at all. Some bits in the plot were bad. Like, I can't lie, some bits in the plot were bad. It wasn't the best, really. I can't even remember what it was about. It was about a group of siblings, all share the same father. They don't really know each other because the dad is really just a deadbeat dad. And yeah, we mainly follow Dimple, who's like trying to be an influencer. Something really bad happens to her, and she calls upon her siblings in order to help her with the bad thing that happens. Yeah, they kind of spark a kind of, yeah, I guess they kind of become a family after that. But I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, if you want to read it, fine, but I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest with you. It wasn't really that good. It was a very easy read. I think I read it in like 2 days. It's quite forgettable, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, I'm definitely going to be giving this away. So yeah, out of all of that stack, how many books? There's not many. 12 books I've given away, and I do think my little sentimental heart just wants to hold on to these proofs, because yeah, it's just something I'll never get again. So I will probably hold on to these, just, you know, just for the sentimental value. So yeah, that is it. Hopefully this was a short and sweet video. Let me know if you would get rid of any of these books, or if you've read them and you like them, you disagree with what I think. Yeah, let me know, and we'll go from there. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.